everyone, welcome back to my channel. So it's time for my monthly update on the latest releases in the world of perfume. This November we've not had as many as we normally have. I think brands tend to release their perfumes this time of year in September, October, so they're all out there for Christmas, and it's probably November they're done with all their launches, but there have been a few. So I'm going to take you through all the new ones I've managed to get my hands on this week, and they'll all be linked down below in the description box for all around the world where they're available. If you're new here, then hello, welcome. We have hundreds and hundreds of videos here just like this. I do a video every month going through new releases, and I also have detailed reviews pretty much every perfume on the planet, both here on YouTube and on my website, SokiLondon.com. And if you're a regular, do check to see if you're subscribed, and thank you to everyone that got me over the 100,000 subscriber mark. It's so exciting. My plaque from YouTube is on the way, so I can't wait to show you that. Cool. So selfishly, I guess, November was a huge perfume launch for me personally. It was when my first perfume came out, November 22, Empress. I won't go on about it for too long because I have so many other videos all about it, but I know that I've had so much wonderful feedback about this fragrance. I wanted to create something really strong that became your signature scent, really good for lasting, perfect for autumn winter, for going out in the evenings, cozy, and I've had so much great feedback around around the lasting power of this. You guys are finding it's lasting great, you're getting compliments when you wear it. That's exactly what I wanted, so I'm so happy. So I'll leave the link below to where you can read about this and where you can get this. I'm shipping this worldwide. But yes, so this was the month that Soki London Empress came out, and yeah, super exciting. I'm so happy how it's gone, and can't wait to start working on the next one, I guess. Cool, so the next other big launch was the latest from Kayali. This one is called Kayali Vanilla Royale Sugared Patchouli 64, a long name, and it comes in this very, very golden bottle. She already has a vanilla one. The Kayali fragrances are part of Huda Beauty, kind of, like it's a sister of Huda Beauty, and it's run by a lady called Mona Katan, and one of her first fragrances was a vanilla. So I was surprised at first to see another vanilla, but it's actually, for me, not a super vanilla fragrance. I think they could have called it something different and not even mentioned the vanilla, to be honest. It's definitely, at first, especially when you spray it, it has a bit of a spiciness to it and a hint of oud, but that soon fades, and what I find is it really comes through as a sugary note, a sugary patchouli. So I get a white sugar much more than I get any kind of vanilla. It's an eau de parfum intense, and it is good for lasting. I think there is a hint of oud running through, but it's not a strong oud. Normally I don't like any kind of oud perfumes. I find them too heady, too sickly, but on this one I found it like so subtle, and the sugared patchouli being much more stronger, that it was totally palatable. So I think if you like your more spicy, more sort of Arabic style oudy fragrances, but you're looking for something a bit more delicate, perhaps a little bit more feminine, sexy, then I think this will be good. I'm sure it will do well in the in the markets, like in the Middle East where Mona lives. She lives in Dubai. So yeah, I think it's good, and I think it definitely is very different to the original vanilla. We have a new perfume from Christina Aguilera. This one's called Cherry Noir. This year, 2022, seems to have been the year of the cherry. Like, there's been so many perfumes released with cherry notes in. I assumed this would be a cherry perfume. It's actually cherry blossom. Sorry, packaging is quite complex for this one. It's quite nice packaging, has a pattern inside, which is cool. And it comes like this. So it has one of the old-fashioned sprayers, like very sort of classic Hollywood. I know Christina loves the sort of Marilyn Monroe vibes. And then you get this little circle bottle, which is cool because you could refill this with, other fragrances and reuse it. And it also comes in a little 15 ml handbag spray, like most of her other perfumes do. So this is Cherry Blossom. If you're a lover of Cherry Blossom, you'll definitely like this. It's fruity, fresh, sweet. It doesn't feel wintry to me at all. It feels very much spring Cherry Blossom. But if you like things like the L'Occitane Cherry Blossom range, yeah, any Cherry Blossom, you'll love this. It's pretty. It's definitely my favorite that she's released in a long time. Some of them have been a bit too light for me. This one I found performed okay, and I can't remember, I think it was less than £20. And I liked it. I think if you're looking for just an affordable, everyday scent and you like your Cherry Blossom, I think this is a really reasonable buy. So it's definitely Soki approved, definitely prefer it to a lot of her other recent releases. And I do have an article on my website going through every Christina perfume. So speaking of L'Occitane, they have a new limited edition for the winter in their Neurolean Orchid range, which is an intense version. So the original Neurolean Orchid Eau de Toilette and all the accompanying products is a really beautiful green, slightly floral, fresh Neroli. This new intense version is much warmer, definitely suitable for the winter. It has more of a sort of jasmine undertone, it's a bit more complex, and it's obviously a little bit stronger, even though it is still an eau de toilette. I think if you know anyone that loves the original Neroli Orchid range from L'Occitane, this could be a great Christmas present, something different, limited edition. They do all the accompanying products and the set and everything for this. So I do really like this. I have the shower gel in it as well, and I'm using that at the moment. So I think this is a really nice release from L'Occitane, and it's just got a little bit more complexity and body to it than some of their other fragrances, which can be quite simple and fresh and summery. This definitely works as a more autumnal winter fragrance. Next, we have the latest perfume from Ghost. This is their new Forever Dream. Comes in this nice celestial packaging, very Empress vibes. Ghost, if you're not aware of them, are a UK fashion brand. And they have been releasing perfumes for maybe 20 years, like a long time. They're all super affordable. I don't know how they make any money from them. And they're all really classy and nice. For me, they're a total hidden gem. Unfortunately, they seem to be quite difficult to find outside of the UK, which is such a shame. And especially the new releases don't seem to get abroad for quite a few months. But I will try and find and link this if it is available abroad, but probably not. It's available here in the UK at Superdrug, and they even have it on half price. So it's like £18 for a 50ml eau de parfum. What does it smell like? So it's a blackcurrant perfume. You guys know I love blackcurrant. It's really fruity, definitely could be worn at any time of year, and it's not too heavy. It has a hint of a woody patchouli in the base, but it's not a strong patchouli perfume. I'd say it's like 80% blackcurrant, 20% woody patchouli. So it's not too heavy, it's not overpowering at all. It's very much more fruity blackcurrant, but it's not so heavy that it's just wintry. You could definitely wear this in the summer. Any blackcurrant fans like Flower Bomb Midnight, like of course Lancôme Trésor Midnight Rose, that really syrupy blackcurrant, you'll definitely like this. And yeah, it's the most affordable blackcurrant perfume I've come across. And then lastly, a new release is from a brand called Rouge. They're a niche fragrance brand. I was lucky enough to go to a lunch that they hosted this week, introducing these 3 new fragrances. I have one here called Globulus. There are 3 in the range. These are really outdoorsy, natural green type perfumes. They were inspired by a mother and daughter team of perfumers. And they, in lockdown, were living in France, and the sort of smell of all the outdoors inspired them to create these. My favourite was Globulus. On this one, I get quite a green orange. It reminds me a bit of Annick Goutel fragrances, very much for me like springtime, clean, fresh. It's got a hint of mint, and it's slightly aromatic, slightly sort of L'Occitane vibes, but I got this mandarin orange coming through with the green. It's very clean, classy, sophisticated. They have 2 others Another one called Malamata, which smells exactly like nettles, you know, like walking in a forest where there's loads of nettles, that really green, grassy note. And then another one called Belle Absinthe, which is heavier, has that absinthe note, a bit of chamomile and sandalwood, much more intense. So it was really interesting discovering these, quite different to what I normally wear. They're all made in France, it's a French brand. But if you're a fan of your really green fragrances, like Chanel 19, I think Globulus, and particularly the Malamata one that smells like nettles, is definitely one for green fragrance fans. Cool, so that's my rundown of all the new releases here in November. I'm not sure what we're going to get in December, if any, in terms of new releases, but of course, if they exist, I will try and get my hands on them. But let me know what your favourite is from the new releases. How are you getting on with any of these? Let me know in the comments. I do read all your comments. But that's it, guys. Do give the video a thumbs up if it's helpful. It really helps me. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.